We begin this morning with some worthy recipients of one of the NBC Universal's 21st Century Solutions grants. That grant went to Silicon Valley Children's Fund. With me here on Comunidad del Valle, our Priya Mystery with the band, and also Maria Guadalupe Diaz. Lupe is a scholarship recipient. She's going through the program. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, tell us first of all, if you will, about the Children's Fund and what you all aim to do with it.
Fantastic. So we work with foster youth in our community in Silicon Valley, Santa Clara County. We actually have 1,300 kids in foster care, and we're working to help increase the education opportunities and get them out of the cycle of poverty and make sure that they have education opportunities. Only 3% of the kids that are actually attending foster care, attending college from foster care, do graduate. So,
and what kind of alarm did that sound when you saw that statistic? I mean, bells had to be ringing all over the place when you saw that stat.
Exactly. Just knowing that such a low percentage that are actually graduating versus even looking at the number that are actually attending. So we knew that we needed to do something. We started a scholarship about 14 years ago. But it took so much more than a scholarship more than financial support to actually get them to where they need to be. And we've created a lot of wraparound supports. And thanks to supporters like NBC, we've started a new program called the RISE program. And that really helps us help the students that have just come into the community college setting and provide wraparound services directly on the college campuses. And Lupe is actually a recipient of the YES Scholarship and was actually instrumental in actually making that happen.
All right. Well, we just showed a clip from your website of also one of the success stories from your program. But Lupe, tell me when you realized, I don't know your history, so when you realized that you were in foster care and how that was like.
Well, I went to foster care when I was about 14, 13 years old, and you know, I had my little sister. We got separated. I actually lived in the shelter. I went to a few placements, but I lived in the shelter throughout my high school life, and that's how I got to know Priya and the actual scholarship. And then when I went to community college, I found out about all the, you know, the support, and I applied, and I had a really low GPA, and I was still living in my car after high school. So I was just, you know, I was tired. I was tired of everything, of just like the instability. And I told them, I said, I have a plan. I had like a 1.7 GPA. And Priya was actually the one that interviewed me 5 years ago. I'll be graduating this year, you know, from San Francisco State. I actually went to 4 community colleges before I transferred. So, you know, the whole new program, I think it's great because it's a one-stop shop. And it's actually on site.
Well, and you heard that statistic. How easy is it to fall into that pattern to kind of use the excuse that, well, I'm a foster child, I'm not going to make it. You were kind of bucked that trend. How easy is it for a foster child to say, well, you know what, it's stacked against me, I'm going to go this route and I'm not going to go to college?
I mean, it's very easy because what's the basic needs are a home, you know, food. That's really what they provide us with, a month pass. You know, when you're 17, 16, and you're thinking about that, you know, I was doing a lot of couch surfing, and, you know, and I just always tell them, they've become my family. You know, I still keep in touch with them, and even my other peers. I got to go to the graduation and stuff when we get to support each other. But, you know, I tell them, you guys are my family. You know, I don't know where they find these people that I get to tell them my crazy stories, and a lot of people can't handle it. You know, and they're just like, okay, this is all you need to do.
What is it that made you kind of snap your fingers and say, not me, I'm not going to do this?
You know what, as cliche as it may sound, it really took someone else to believe in me, you know, to tell me like, oh, you're gonna do great, you know, because we're not used to being in a positive environment, but it's full of positive affirmations. They're just like, you're doing great, let's keep it going. So.
And I mean, that's what your organization is all about, I would imagine.
Exactly. We try to provide the mentorship opportunities and the connections and understand where the gaps are and keep improving the program to fill those gaps. And a lot of that happens from the feedback that our actual students give us, and we rebuild the program to continue improving it.
How helpful is it to find success stories like Lupe, those students who do snap their fingers and say, I'm not going to fall into that trap?
Exactly. It's what keeps us going. It's what we know, that everybody has the potential to reach what Lupe has, and it's just a matter of the community coming together and making sure that they have the supports.
All right. Any final thoughts, Lupe?
No, I just want to say thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. I mean, you've inspired, I'm sure, a lot of people out in the Bay Area. It's the Silicon Valley Children's Fund. There is the web address for more information. They do provide a lot of support for foster children. Any final thoughts, Priya, before we let you go?
Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, just the visibility that you're helping provide really helps us in engaging a lot of the 1,300 foster kids that are out there. So appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
All right. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
All right. And up next, here on Comunidad del Valle, actress Eliana Lopez right here in our studio. Stay with us.